day is this? Thursday, everyone. It's Halloween. And I know it's 4/22 here in Alaska. And as you can see, it's quite frightful outside. No, it's not really frightful. It's just a little chilly. We have got snow again. And yeah, it's coming down. It's been coming down since this morning. And just really getting used to the cozy vibe of wintertime. So just sitting here, see if anyone wants to come on with me, have tea time. Maybe a lot of you are answering trick-or-treaters at your door. Maybe. Here in Alaska, we don't get trick-or-treaters. Or at least here in Houston. Oh, I see some people. Hello from Australia. Hello. Irene and John, welcome home. Thank you. Alyssa's Adventures in Cruising in Orlando. Happy Halloween, everyone. Oh, it's good to see some people here. I know it takes a few minutes for YouTube to send out signals. Hola, Hestia. Anyways, I'm on my phone today. I know some of you, our last live, didn't really like being on the phone in this vertical picture, but I'm just sitting here with my phone in my hand, having some pumpkin spice tea from Trader Joe's and enjoying the winter wonderland behind us. Robert says he's having a cup of coffee. Trick-or-treating is done now in Michigan. Yeah, in Michigan, what? So it's 7:30. They're already done? Yeah, I didn't even buy candy. We've never had a trick-or-treater here. We have very few children on our block, and even for our block, it's quite the hike to go from house to house. So I have nothing, but hi, George. Good to see you. I loved your costume. I saw that on Facebook today. Javid is asking, do you like curry? Are you married? Yes, I'm married. And no, I don't. I am one of those girls, I do not like anything spicy. So curry and me usually don't get along. I've only had a curry once in my life where I actually enjoyed it because it was a seafood base, like with coconut milk, and that was very good. But most curry is way beyond my comfort level. Charlene says they didn't get any kids this year again. Sad. Oh, it's 8:30 where you are, Robert. I'm sorry, you're Eastern. I was thinking you were Central. Yeah, you know, kids trick or treat as much as they did when we were kids. I know I took full advantage of it. Live in your bed. No, I'm not in my bed. I'm on my couch. But thank you, Javid. Okay. I think Javid is spamming. Let's try something here. Javid. Let's see. Hide user. Bye-bye. Okay. Hi from Whitehorse. Hi, Danielle. Sorry, I'm just doing a little content moderation here. We got some people misbehaving. You know, that's another thing I miss about my mom. My mom was a moderator for me when we went live, and she would kill all the posts that weren't appropriate. June asks, where are you from? And we live in Alaska, June. Yes, that is snow. It snowed in about a foot 2 days ago, And then yesterday we had beautiful clear skies, and then this morning it started snowing again. And I think we've got an additional maybe 2 to 3 inches just today. Big MF Will says, dang, you got snow already. Yeah, first snow, this is not going to go away. So we are going to be white from here until May, or hopefully April, but sometimes May. Kayla says hi from Florida. Hi, Kayla. Nice to meet you. George says trolls are out tonight and not just trick-or-treating. Yeah, the trolls have been getting a little harder on our channel the last couple days with comments, but I guess that's what happens when you grow. Hello, Maureen from Southeast Pennsylvania. Would love to have some snow. I'll be happy to send it your way. I mean, actually, I'm really enjoying the snow. Don't tell Gary that. I am enjoying the snow. It's beautiful to look at. And so far, I haven't had to go out much in it. I only go out when I go let the dogs out. Bernadette says she's Filipino from the Philippines. Very nice to meet you, Bernadette. Yeah, good for you to get rid of the jerks. Yeah, I've been dealing with that for the last 24 hours on several different levels. PK, I can't stand the snow or cold. Don't know how y'all do it. Greetings from Louisiana. Well, PK, how we do it is we just get out and play. If I were to sit here on the couch all winter long, it would drive me nuts. Right now, we are in what is called freeze up. So as soon as we get a really good base, we will be out playing with our snow machines. And the nice thing that I enjoy about the cold is we can dress for it. You know, we can put on multiple layers and stay perfectly warm and comfortable versus the opposite. Like when I lived in Hawaii, sometimes it was so miserably hot and you can only take so many layers of clothes off and, you know, be decent and still be miserable even if you're down to your skivvies. So I do like the fact that I can dress for the cold and find that perfect temperature level. Even here in the winter, when it's super cold out, here in the house, I may still run around in shorts and short sleeves just because I enjoy to be comfortable and it allows me that level. Anyways, I'm rambling on that. Moving on. Hi, Dee. Mr. Ace, hope you guys are doing wonderful. How's it down in Canada for you guys? Steve Kerr says, I had a terrible day today. Oh, I'm not going to read the rest of that. And I am so sorry if that happened to you. Oh, my Lord. Okay, moving on. Hopefully everything cleaned up well. How does the Starlink hold up in the snow, John asks. John, it works really great. Obviously, right now we're coming to you live from Starlink. Even last winter, so we've been on Starlink now for about 1.5 years. Last winter, when we had negative 35 degrees, it worked like a charm. I think only one day we had a significant snowfall, and we had to turn the heater on just for like a couple hours to melt, help get that snow off, and then we were fine. So I'm really happy with it. We were wondering how bad, if we'd have issues. Our biggest problem is satellite coverage here in Alaska. Still very minimal. Usually when I look at the Starlink map, there's only maybe 3 or 4 birds meaning satellites, over the entire state of Alaska, which, to give you reference, the entire state of Alaska, if you stretched it out, is almost the entire lower 48. If you went from the Canadian border down to the Mexican border. So if you think of that area and only having 3 or 4 satellites above you, it's not a lot compared to the lower 48. There's hundreds, if not thousands. So we depend on our ground stations. There's one in Fairbanks, one out in Nome, and I can't remember where the third one is, but it still works pretty good. Judy says, hello from Arkansas. Hello. Danielle says, I think we're going to have a mega snowy winter this year. Danielle, I agree with you. Well, you would be more of an expert on that than I am. This is only our 4th winter. I can't believe this is our 4th winter already. But this one is definitely starting out very different from all the others. Mr. Pilot, there you go. He says Trump 2024. Charlene, everyone is complaining about the trolls. They have been awful. They have. Another person from the Philippines, Melody. Hello, Melody. Welcome to Alaska. Hello from Meridian, Mississippi. MS. That's Mississippi, I believe. Raining here, but very warm. I can't believe how warm everything has been on the East Coast in the Midwest. Yesterday, our video dropped, and I had asked everyone in the video to let us know what the weather was like where you are, and I was shocked. Lots of 70s and 80s, even in southern Canada, which is pretty amazing for this time of year. Greetings from Hollywood, California. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too, the tick. Elsie says hello. Bernadette says she's never seen snow because it doesn't snow here. Well, there you go. That's our fire pit. I wish I could show you the mountains today, but when it snows, we can't see the mountains. But if we have a clear day, maybe I'll do another surprise live and show you our views. They're absolutely stunning. Jamie says, we had tornadoes at midnight last night. I would take snow instead. I would agree with you on that. I couldn't even imagine it. Why do tornadoes and hurricanes have to hit in the middle of the night? That is so scary. I'm very fortunate and blessed, and thank you, Lord. I have always lived someplace where there's not too many natural disasters. Being from Eastern Washington, we'd have ice storms and some blizzards. And of course, here in Alaska, we have cold weather and we have some pretty good windstorms and of course, earthquakes. But so far, Gary and I have only been through one, I wouldn't even call it a major earthquake. It was a 6.0 or 6.1, and it shook for a good minute or so, but no damage. We were in the motorhome. Just felt like we were going down the road. Pretty amazing. Hestia, looks like you have another troll. Yeah, he hasn't spoken up again, so some more Trump talk. Hello from Louisiana. Hello. Morning, everyone. It's morning here. What time is it in Alaska? Melody asks. Melody, it is 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay, how are you there? We are good. Beautiful people. Thank you. Unlike the other Louisian here, I love the snow. I would love to move to Alaska. You know, what was it? I lived in Hawaii from 2008 through 2011. Well, I moved home in 2011, back to Washington. And that really ruined me for cold weather. From 2011 until we moved in 21 up here, whenever it snowed, I'd get grumpy. And that was one of our main concerns of moving here was, could I handle the snow? But I have learned to love it and embrace it, and it truly is magical here. It's very different compared to Washington. When we lived in Washington, it would snow and melt, snow and melt, snow and melt, and it would be really kind of ugly and just dirty. But here, you get this beautiful white all winter long, which does help make it more magical. D says temperature is 49 degrees and rain. Looking at my over here, I've got a thermometer outside, and it looks like it's around 30 degrees here. Hi from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Hello. I have a friend that lives in that area. I love your coffee mug. Thank you. My best friend bought me this when we moved here to Alaska. So it always makes me happy when I drink out of it. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Got another one I need to remove. Remove. Okay, bye-bye. Snowier than normal this time of year. Yeah, I'm so glad so for folks that are watching, George just said that, and George lives in Whitehorse, which is in the Yukon, and we actually went and had dinner with them when we were coming home from Washington, and we barely beat the snow. I mean, snow fell, what was it, a day or so after visiting you, and I don't think it's let up. Sasso asked, do you ever watch the Outdoor Boys? And yes, we do watch Luke's channel. We love the entertainment he provides and the education of going around not only Alaska, I mean, he goes all over the world really and puts on some great videos. Definitely suggest watching them if you don't. Show us around. Nice background view. Well, I'm just sitting here. I'll just show you. I've got Newman. This is my mom's dog. He's cuddled up with me. And this is our house. It's a little messy. I do plan to do a tour of the house here in an upcoming video. I wanted to get through Halloween today, and I'm going to decorate for Christmas starting probably later this week. And before you all give me crap for decorating so early, there's a reason, and that's because we are going to be on holiday for several weeks leading up before Christmas. So when we come home, I want to have a decorated house already ready to enjoy. So as soon as I get it decorated for Christmas, then we're going to do a house tour. So I think you all, because we've never done a proper house tour on the channel. So I'm going to do that. Hello from Australia. Hello, Glam Mums. Thank you. 74 degrees in Rochester. That's just amazing. Julian's from Venezuela. Hola. Leanne, yes, hello from Pennsylvania. Low 80s today. It's mind-boggling. It's Halloween and 80 degrees on the East Coast. Hello from Sacramento, California. How does the other dogs like Newman? So Sophie and Newman, my mom had Newman first. And, well, let's see, let's back up. We got Spirit in 2011. Mom got Newman in 2013. Then Sophie came along and joined our family in 2014. So Sophie and Newman have been best pals ever since Sophie joined our house. And whenever we would go on trips, Mom would dog sit for us. She would dog sit Sophie, Usually, Spirit, she could hang out on her own at home, or we'd have someone else drop by. But Sophie and Newman have always gotten along and hung out a lot. So they're doing great. In the beginning of getting home, so in the motorhome, everyone was fine and getting along perfect. When we got home, it was a little weird. We would let Spirit outside, and when we brought Spirit back in, Newman would almost attack Spirit. And we don't understand why, but that behavior has stopped, and they all get along great. And the fireplace just kicked on, and Newman's like, "What was that? Do you hear the fireplace?" Silly boy. Okay. It looks so cozy where you are. Thank you, Susan. This is my living room, and we purposely made it a cozy spot. There's no TV in the living room area. It's truly just to sit on the couch, snuggle, lots of pillows, lots of blankets. I like to come here and read, have my tea. The only thing I need to figure a way, the view is behind me, which is great for you guys. You can see the view, but I would love to turn the furniture around, but the room it's kind of small. So I don't know how I would do that. But I love the cozy vibe. It's gonna get even better when we fire this baby up. We are gonna have it swept, cleaned here next week. So we purposely don't want to burn in it until we get it cleaned for the season. So right now we're just working on our propane fireplace, which is upstairs, and our heated floors. But it's still nice and warm in here. I would say it's like 69 degrees. Does it get dark out in Alaska this time of year? Yes, we are no longer in the midnight sun. So right now, I think I just did a post on this over on Facebook. Right now, we're around 8 hours and 20 minutes, 15 minutes, somewhere around that of daylight. Let's see. So sunrise is at about 9 in the morning, just after 9 in the morning, and sunset is just before 6 p.m. ish. We lose, I haven't checked lately. We lose around 5 or 6 minutes a daylight every day right now. But of course, things are going to change with daylight savings when we fall back and go back to standard time, which we do that on Sunday. So right now we're waking up. It's still dark till, as I said, 9 a.m. So when we fall back, it will be 8 a.m. when the light gets better. But come December and winter solstice, which is December 21st-ish, where we live here in Alaska, which we're about an hour and 20 minutes north of Anchorage, we have 5.5 hours of daylight, and that's sun above horizon. And why I say that is we still have like an hour before sunrise and an hour after sunset where it's still light. Because unlike other parts of the world where the sun literally drops super fast, ours slowly rises and slowly drops. So we have like a true 1 hour sunset. So it doesn't get dark, dark, dark for a while. So 5.5 hours of sun above horizon. So it works out about 6.5, 7 hours of like viewable daylight. But it's fun. You know, we just get up in the dark, go play, and come home in the dark. A lot of fun. Susan says it's 8:35 p.m. and 76 degrees here in Pennsylvania. Elisa asks, how much can you bring with you from the lower 48? How much can you bring with you from the lower 48? Like favorite stores. So, do you mean like when we drove up here? I know it'll be a while before I get back to that, but let me know down below a little more specifically, and I'll answer it when I catch up. Hello from Houston, Texas. Hello, Titus and Jackie from Houston, Texas. The other Houston. I tease. I say we're from the real Houston. I love President-elect Trump. He's my hero. Well, he's not. Don't jinx it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm being very good and trying to keep politics off of my page. I want to be positive, and I love our country, and it's probably not hard to figure out who my candidate is, but I just don't want to deal with the drama of that, so I'm going to leave it at that. But I'm excited for Tuesday and a little scared too. Okay, Hestia. I was in Mexico for 2 weeks when I experienced my first earthquake. It was a 5.7. You know, and it's strange. When I say I was in a 6.1 earthquake, it didn't seem major because where we are, I don't know. I know a lot of people freak out because we had a 8.1 in 2018, I think. I wasn't here, of course. And so people that went through that, it was scary. And I haven't experienced one yet that I was scared. So I think my attitude about earthquakes will change if and when a bigger one comes. But right now, I haven't had that experience. Gary says hi from Massachusetts. Hi, Gary. Mental health matters. Hi, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Amy says hello from Tennessee. And Matin says hello from Kurdistan. Hello. I believe that's the Middle East. Dora, hello. I really need my heater back, this whole thing. Did you get all your zucchini put in the freezer? Yes, I did. So the day I made that video, I had 20 bags of zucchini. They're all in the freezer. And we're kind of back on carnivore right now, so I haven't made anything with it, but I do plan to do so when we get back from our vacation. Someone's asking me who, Trump or Harris, and I'm not gonna go there. But it's not, come on guys, living free Alaska, it's not hard to figure it out. Oh, I'm not talking to you. The lady in the box just talked to me. Hello from Springfield. Affectionate pancakes, so you're in Alaska. Wow, yep, this is where I live. If you have seen some of our videos over the last 2 months, we were in Washington. I was home taking care of, we went down there to move my mom north, and she unexpectedly passed away right after we got there. So what was only supposed to be 4 days in Washington turned into 2 months. We had to settle her affairs, get her house cleaned out, ready for rental. It really sucked. So we just got home about 2 weeks ago, so a little longer than 2 weeks. I think we got home on the 10th of October. I know in YouTube land we're slightly behind. We're behind about a week, just because I need time to be able to edit and put something together for you guys, and then still, I can't do exactly the same time. Someone says, I'm in central Louisiana, but I was born and raised in Lake Charles. We've driven through Lake Charles on I-10. It's quite the bumpy highway. Meta asks, where are you now? I'm in my home in Alaska. Beautiful. Buenas noches. I'm from Uruguay. Hola, Nubia. Mi español es muy poquito. I forgot to say how I'm sorry. But thank you for watching. Are you behind? Okay, Dora. I think okay. What's your body count? Brandon, I don't know what you mean by that, unless if you mean my weight with carnivore. And all I'm going to say is I've lost 40 pounds. Backyard trucker, hi, hello. I wish I could give you a hug. Sorry about your mom. I miss my mom too. Thank you so much, Ellie. My mom, she was my best friend. And what happened the last 2 months was, obviously, it wasn't expected. I did know, so in July, she found out she had throat cancer, and she confided in me and told me that. And that's when we made the decision she was going to move here. But we did not think she was going to die within 6 weeks. We thought she had months, if not years. So her passing away just 6 weeks after diagnosis was a huge shock. And the only thing I can be thankful for is when she went into the hospital and when she went to sleep that night, she thought she was fine. She didn't know the dire state she was in. And because of the carbon dioxide poisoning from her oxygen, being given oxygen, it put her in a loopy state of mind and she never woke up. So she just got to go to sleep, and I feel blessed that that's the way she went. Obviously, I'm heartbroken. Trying not to cry. Hold on, reposition. I'm heartbroken over it. It was the hardest decision I've ever had to make as an adult or as a child. I don't want to say pull the plug, because I didn't pull the plug. But to make that decision to stop or not have a major surgery. And the reason why is my mom told me repeatedly, the only thing that would have saved her was the surgery she did not want. When she found out she had the cancer, that was basically her only option to fix it, to get rid of it. And she had already made the decision she was not going to do that to herself. She wanted to pass away whole. She didn't want to be kept alive by artificial means. So it made the decision for me, I don't want to say easy, but she made her wishes known, and I carried that out for her. It sucked. It really did suck. And I every day deal with it because I miss her. She called me every day, or I called her. So it's like, yesterday I went live on, I think it was yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. I went live on Instagram because I just wanted to talk to somebody. I wanted to talk to my mom, but she wasn't there. So I went to you, our Freedom Family, and I didn't keep that Instagram live up. One, not very many people showed up because I'm not a heavy presence on Instagram. But so today I was sitting here thinking, oh, I'll go live, show the pretty snow, snuggle on the couch, have some tea. And I knew I would have a little bit more of an audience over here on YouTube. And I just appreciate all of your comments. Not everyone. Some of you have been misbehaving. But comments over the past 2 months have absolutely blown me away. I've received condolence cards, sympathy cards in the mail from complete strangers, and that's just, It blows my mind. I don't understand. I'm just a person that shares my life way too much on social media, but I feel like I have this extended family. I have very little family now. I have extended cousins who live thousands of miles away, and I have my aunt, and that's all I have. Other than, of course, I have my in-laws, and my in-laws have been amazing, and Gary has been amazing, and I have my amazing family here in Alaska. But having my YouTube family, my online family, my freedom family, it has been, it helps heal. It helps heal me. So I just want to say thank you. Anyways, okay, I'm rambling. What am I drinking? Pumpkin spice tea from Trader Joe's. I don't even know where I got it. I looked in my tea drawer and I saw it and I'm like, I think it was a gift. But on a day like today, Halloween, snow, pumpkin spice tea, why not? Let's see here. Hello from Idaho. Hello, Dana Lee. Where are you in Idaho? Obviously, I used to live in Spokane, which is right next to Coeur d'Alene. So, spent many fun days in Idaho. Lovely to see you on a live. Love your house. Give the babies a big hug for me. I definitely will, Maria. Thank you. Cindy says, I had surgery on my ankle on Tuesday. I decorated my tree the week before because I cannot climb a ladder for about 6 weeks. What do you, what you have to some years? 80 degrees. I'm sorry, I'm misunderstanding your last sentence. But yes, I mean, it just makes sense. Why not? Why not decorate early? Greetings from Texas, 76 degrees at 7:30 tonight. I've so enjoyed your videos. Thank you, Dee. I really appreciate that. Lexi, you're so lucky it's morning. I live in North Carolina and it's dark. Where do you live? Like what state? Well, I live in Alaska and it's evening. It's 5 p.m. here. And the sun will go down in about an hour. Show us the boom boom room. Yeah, no. Melody, short music. Hello. How long was your home building process? Oh, Elisa. So we broke ground in June of 2021 and to get all the groundwork done. And then they finally started framing. Well, foundation went in August of 21. Foundation or framing started in September of 21. And we got all framed up in 10 days. And then to dry us in, I think we turned on the boilers right around Christmas of 21. And that's when we actually had heat. Like we had, Thanksgiving Day was the day they installed all our windows. And then we physically moved into the building in our shop, January 8th of 2022. And then we didn't get to move into the house until August of 2022. So a little more than a year and a half completely. And we're still not 100% done. We're like 99% done. Few little tiny things we still got to do. Alex retracted his message. Is that Sarah Palin in your yard? Actually, Sarah does live just down the road. Our main highway here is the Parks Highway. And whenever we go to town, we do pass by her house. So she's not in my yard, but she's definitely in the neighborhood. Hello from Iowa. Stacey says maybe you can turn the couch around in the backside to your counter. And I did have it that way in the beginning. It just really sectioned off the room. And this way, when Gary's in the kitchen cooking, I can still kind of see him and hold conversations, but who knows? I'm also thinking about getting different couches, so I can definitely do a different setup in here. Lisa, I guess I was asking about maybe stocking up on food or supplies when driving to Alaska, but maybe there are limits on what you can bring. There are certain foods that the borders do not like you to take across, like right now, chicken, eggs, those kind of products are kind of, they can get taken away. We don't stock up on much when we go to the lower 48 because, I mean, we have all the same, we have most of the same stores as you all. You know, we have Target, we have Fred Meyer, which is Kroger, we have Safeways, we have Costco, we have a local grocery chain called Three Bears, which is supplied by Costco. So our closest Costco is all the way in Anchorage, but if I want a Costco product like Kirkland, I can just go to my local grocery store and buy it there. You know, we have Walmart, we have Lowe's, Home Depot. So there's not much. There's just specialty items. Like, for example, when we drove up the road, Gary bought a new Rectech grill. You may have seen some of our posts that we showcased a cook that he did on it. And we bought that in Washington because it's hard to get a Rectech grill up here. We could have paid for shipping, but we were coming up, we had a trailer, so we bought one down there. So it's specialty items like that that we tend to grab when we're driving up or down the road. John asks, how goes the return of carnivore? I've been on it for 6 months. 6 months, never going back. We're doing okay. When we're here at the house, super easy. I mean, yes, I'm drinking tea, but that's okay. Technically, strict carnivore, that would be a no-no. But I drink coffee, I drink tea. Here at home, super easy to stay on it. When we go out to eat, not so much. Like last night, we did go out to a local brewery, and I ate cleaner though. And so I had an raw ahi appetizer and a Caesar salad. And so little carbs, a little veg, but other than that, you know, I'm just making smarter choices, and we can tell the weight is still staying off. We're maintaining or dropping. So I'm happy. And I have 25 more days that we're being strict, and then we're going on vacation. So when we go on vacation, we are gonna drop carnivore again, eat clean, eat responsible, and then when we come home from vacation, then we'll get back on it. Angela says, hi from Georgia. Oh, Julie, she lives here in Wasilla. She says, hi, friends. Hi, Julie. How much snow do you have, Julie, at your house? My girlfriend, who lives in Wasilla, yesterday said they only had 1 inch in her yard, where we had over 10 here. Crazy. And we're only 15 miles apart. Alex, hi, Alex. Say hi to your mom and dad for me. Laura in Nova Scotia. Hello from Nova Scotia. Happy to see the surprise live. Hope you're both doing well. I know not all love the snow, but I do, and have loved seeing your pictures recently. Thank you. You know, I've said this before, if you want like more daily content and not just surprise lives or our weekly, we are on Facebook. I'm posting more on Instagram as well. And on Facebook, I have a private Facebook group page just for community members. And that is facebook.com/group/livingfreealaska. And that's where you'll see like when I normally post on Facebook on my personal profile, I may share over there just so you get more daily interaction with us. And the snow, it's pretty lovely. As you can imagine, it's just me. Gary's out in the shop. If you saw our video, we were talking about how we were going to get a new Can-Am Defender, and we got it on Monday. So he's out there currently installing accessories on it. Name a car for an edit. Okay, yeah, whatever. I would love to live in Alaska. It is a magical place, but you have to have the mindset to live here. It's not for everyone. It will chew you up and spit you out just as fast if it's not easy. When I was a little girl, I remember the bad earthquake that happened in Nome back in the 60s. Susan was at the great earthquake of 64 on Good Friday, the Good Friday earthquake. Yeah, that devastated the state. In fact, some friends of ours lost her brother and his family. They were in Valdez, and the tsunami wave got them. Angela says, haha. Hey, you two lovebirds, glad you made it back home safely and are excited to see your winter playtime some days here. Thank you. Yeah, it will take a few weeks for this to really base up. However, I will admit, so the snow fell on Monday through Tuesday. Tuesday, we heard brop, brop, brop out in the swamps. People were out riding. Crazy. Already got their snow machines out. Ours are not out yet, though. Yes, Louisiana has the worst roads in the States. Oh, that tells me how far behind I am. Hi, y'all. Kitchen vlog. Very nice to see you wave. Latish, it's snow outside. Yes, Latish, that's snow. We've got well over a foot on the ground now. 12 inches. Oh, Lordy. Okay, do you have well water and electricity, or do you use generators? We are on grid. So, everyone does Alaska differently, and that's what I love about our Alaska YouTube creators. We all definitely do Alaska differently. And I actually live in the city of Houston, so we have full power. We're tied to the grid. We do have a well on property, so we have our own water from our well. We do not have natural gas. We hope to get natural gas in the future, but it is not in our area yet. We heat our home with heating oil throughout the floors. We have in-floor heating, and then we have the wood stove as a backup, but we actually use that a lot in the winter because it's cheaper to burn wood than to burn heating oil, obviously. And then we have 2 fireplaces that are hooked up to propane in the house. So one's upstairs, which kind of heats the main room here, the living room and our den and kitchen area. And then we have a propane fireplace in our bedroom. So totally on grid. And then we do have a backup generator. So if the power goes off, which lately it has been doing quite a bit. So when the power goes off, we're only out for about 30 seconds, and then the backup generator turns on, and then we're back in business. Latish, when the heart is broke, drink more whiskey, my father says. I don't drink whiskey. I prefer tequila. But, yeah, I drink very rarely. I prefer to have my water or my tea. What do you mean artificial means? I'm confused. So that was back talking about my mom. So with her surgery, had we gone through and removed the cancer that was blocking her airway, which was making her difficult to breathe, they would remove the entire voice box. So she would no longer be able to eat normally. She would eat through a feeding tube. She would also no longer be able to talk. And she would not be able to breathe. They would have to put a stoma in her neck, and so she would breathe in and out of her neck, not out of her mouth. And she did a lot of research, because I'll be honest, when she told me, I wanted her to fight. I did not want my mom to die. And I tried to convince her to fight, but she did her due diligence in her research, and she did not want to have that surgery. And the morning that she died, we were able to wake her up for about 1 minute and got her lucid enough. We asked her, do you understand? Give us a thumbs up. She gave us a thumbs up. Then we told her that the only way to save her would be the surgery that she was aware of. Do you want us to proceed and have the surgery? If you want to have surgery, give us a thumbs up. And she put her hand up and she went like this. She didn't go like this. She went like this. And that told us right there, her mind was still made up. She did not want to have the surgery. And in a letter to me before, well, right after she got diagnosed, she wrote me a letter, and she said, you know, she wanted palliative care and then hospice. And unfortunately, I just had to do that all within 3 hours. So, hardest decision I've ever made in my life. Julie says, having to make that decision is the worst. I had to do that with my mom also. I feel your pain. Yeah, it sucked. Hi, Nancy. Grief has no time limit. We're here for you, girl. Hello from Alabama. Oh, uh-oh. Hold on. Stand by. I'm going to switch locations because it's not my connection. Starlink must be having an issue right now. We're going to go to my really messy office. So stand by. Oh, you know what I'll do while I have you? I know a lot of people ask if we have kids, and we do. We have 3 daughters. They live down in the lower 48. They're Gary's girls, and they're all adults. His oldest lives in Chicago, and his middle child lives in Seattle, and his youngest lives in Pullman in college. And these are our daughters. So a lot of people ask, do you have kids? And we do. They live down in the States. So as I was saying, Hellraiser, thank you so much for that super thanks. I appreciate it. I really do. Let's see here. So we're in my really messy office. But I'll give you another view of the snow. And there's a chicken coop. As you can see, Gary has not been out to plow yet. He's playing. Oops, hold on here. Let's see here. More political talk with you, Kingfire. Judy says, big hugs coming your way. Rose, what I would give to spend even just a week living peacefully in Alaska. I swear I'm an old granny trapped in a 25-year-old body. Alaska seems so serene and gorgeous. It is a magical place. It truly is. There is so much to see and do here. I mean, if you have the ability, fly up, book a tour, take a cruise. It's absolutely magical. Rose says, sending you peace and positive vibes from Dublin, Ireland. Thank you, Rose. We love Ireland. Susan, thank you so much for that super chat or super thanks. Sorry, I'm not used to those. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Brando, I live in South Texas and it never snows here. I have, so in 2018, we were a part of a movie project for RVing, and we were up in Wellington. Of course, that's a panhandle. And I was shocked. One morning we woke up and had like 3 inches of snow. I'm like, I can't believe it snows in Texas. Gregory says, hello from Ontario. Hello, Greg. Jamie, hello, ma'am. Louise says hello from Nigeria. Hopefully, I didn't mispronounce your name. It's so neat to see our international reach. It blows Gary and I away. Pam says hello from Ontario. Living Alaska. Hey, they're down on the Kenai. Uh, hey, do they have igloos for real? Come on now, you know. Priscilla Steele. Hi, neighbor. I'm in Anchorage. Love, love, love your videos. Been watching a while now. Sending big hugs. Thank you, Priscilla. Is it snowing as badly? Or I shouldn't say badly. Are you getting a lot of snow today too? I think we've got, oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me look. Let me share. Our poor Elsie. Elsie is our, look at that. Look at that snow. Crazy. Is it snowing that much at your place? Let me know. Okay. Living in Alaska. How's it been going? It's going good. How's it down there on the Kenai? Are you guys getting dumped on? I know my girlfriend in Sodatna, they got like 10 inches on Tuesday too. Can I get a happy meal? Whatever. Hi from England. I would love to visit Alaska. Trending clips. Hi. We are actually going to be in England in 3 weeks. I'm so excited. We've never been to England, and we're landing in Heathrow, and we've got about 48 hours that we get to play in London. We're staying in central London, near Battersea Power Station. Thank you for answering the questions. You know, Alaska life is so fascinating. I'm glad I can share Alaska with you. Alyssa, what type of content do you enjoy learning from Alaska? Susan, have you and Gary ever been to Katmai to see the beautiful brown bears? No, we have not been to Katmai, but we've been to the other big national park that also features the beautiful brown bears, and that's Lake Clark. And maybe one of these days I have footage put away from 2019 that I've never made a video from. And we took a flight over from Homer to Lake Clark, and we spent the day with the bears, and it was pretty amazing. And maybe I'll bring that to you all, even though it's not current, but I mean, it's still the bears, and we did it. So hello from Mercedes, Texas. Hello, Linda. Oh, Linda, hi. I recognize you. Brooke, are you still looking for a Jeep? No, Brooke, so when we were in Juneau, we had to rent a car, and we actually got a second Jeep. So the first one was a Gladiator that we had in Spokane. And in Juneau, we got a Wrangler, and we made the decision we weren't going to go that route. Instead, we got the Defender. That made more sense. My Jeep is working just fine. I have a Grand Cherokee, and there's no sense in trading it in. Kimberly says, hi from Portland. Hello, Kimberly. So Living Alaska, who's down on the Kenai, says 1 inch. We're getting another 12 now on top of 15 inches from this week. Currently almost 24 inches total and snowing about 1 inch an hour. Yeah, looking over at our Ford, there's definitely, we're nearing 2 feet. Maybe not 2 feet, maybe 18 inches. There's a lot of snow. I hear Gary. Don't tell me, don't tell me your name or address. Just tell me who you are. No, that's okay. Randall, good evening. Good evening, Randall. D and Ace say they gotta go. Take care. Bye, D and Ace. Thanks for coming. How's the cost of living in Alaska? Please share how you ended up living there. Sending love to you and your family from Ireland. Okay, real quick, my story. We were RVing up here for several summers. 2017, 2019, we RV'd up here, fell in love with it. Of course, we all know what happened in 2020, and I lived in a state that the restrictions were pretty severe and long-standing. And in December of 2020, with no changes, we decided to make a change. We watched our friends live a normal life here in Alaska that summer, and we're like, we want that. So that's what made us make the decision to move. We do not regret the decision. We already loved Alaska. We knew we loved Alaska. And since moving here, we've gone back home several times. Obviously, we were just there for 2 months, and we made the right decision, especially for us. My brother was stationed in Anchorage when the earthquake happened. Horrible. Oh man, I can't even imagine. Sorry, I'm just skipping through so we can. Do you know do you know of the Outdoor Boys? Yep, we already talked about them. Luke puts great content out. And Chicken Alaska. Yes, chicken. We love chicken. We go to the Chicken Stock Music Festival every year. Julie, who lives just down the road 15 miles, says, we actually have quite a bit of snow, and thank you for remembering me. I literally have no one here, so that means a lot. Aw. Well, Julie, you know you have us. Dana Lee says she lives in southeastern Idaho in Rexburg. Oh, I know Rexburg. Very cool. She still has her mom's phone number in her phone, and yeah, I have my mom's phone. It's right here. So if I called it, it would just, yeah. I haven't turned it off yet. I keep watching to see if there's any surprise bill or correspondence, but her phone has not rang once since she died. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Anyways, what backup generator? Oh, wait. All Abilities Homestead. Hi again. I remember you from a couple of weeks ago. They have an off-grid cabin in Chickaloon. Hope to be back home by breakup. That's right. You're in Oklahoma, if I remember right. We waved when we drove through Chickaloon when we came home. Specifically to you, even though I know you were not home. What backup generator do we have? Any problems with it when it's cold? Greg asked that. We have a Generac, and we have a cold kit. I don't remember what it's called. Again, that's Gary's department. He does all the outdoor stuff. But it has special stuff for cold climate, and no, we've never had a problem. It fires off every Tuesday afternoon to just run for maintenance, and never really had any major problems. Hi, Miss Mimi. I know, Mimi. It sucks. You're back now. Yep. Starlink dropped out for a couple seconds. Yep. I figured that was it. That's why I moved to my office. I've got some other people being... I'd like to be a moderator. I don't think so, Chad. No, you're not going to be my moderator. Ginger says she's from lower Alabama. I'm about 35 minutes away from the Gulf of Mexico. Very nice. We used to camp Gulf Shores, Alabama. There at the state park. Really love it. That's one of our favorite state parks in the U.S. How did you decide on that particular area to live in Alaska? Great question, Titus. For us, being RVers, Houston is about, or the valley, the Matsu Valley, is about as central to every driving point of Alaska. So from here, it's 6 hours to Fairbanks, it's 6 hours to Tok, it's 6 hours to Valdez, it's 6 hours to Homer, and only 4 hours to Seward, or 3 hours to Whittier, where we boat. So that is why we chose Houston, number one, because it's central. Number two, our good friends live just less than a mile away from us. So we're close to friends, which now we consider family. And three, we live right off of basically where the state lands start. And so we can recreate directly out of our driveway. We don't have the trailer. We don't live in huge neighborhoods. We can just go straight from our house out into the swamps, and then we can be gone for days. We could snow machine to Nome if we really wanted to. In fact, we go out, we watch the Iron Dog competition just straight from leaving our driveway. We can leave from our driveway and ride the trails up to Willow and see the Iditarod. So the playground possibilities from our location is why we chose here. Of course, summer we can't get around as easily as in winter because it's so wet and swampy, but in the winter with everything frozen, we can go anywhere. So that's how we chose Houston. Hello from Central California. No snow here. Nope. Good evening. Give one tip to live life happily. Wow, that's deep. Kartik asked that. One tip to live your life happily. Well, for me, I know it's scary. I found my soulmate, my best friend, and without him, I don't think I would be this happy in life. I count my blessings every day, and love your family. You know, we say it at the end of our videos a lot. Love your family because tomorrow's never promised. And so I live for today. Every day I live for today because tomorrow's never guaranteed. So that's my answer. Oh, got some spammy comments. Snow is beautiful. Is it early or has winter begun? Mary asks. It's slightly early. Usually by Halloween, we have our first snowfall, but this is our fourth winter, and I've never seen this much snow by Halloween. Usually it's a skiff, might melt away, but this is definitely on the ground till May. So it is here to stay. Do you know this Alaska Life? I have not met them, but I do follow them and watch her videos and her Costco shops. So yes, you know, there's tons of Alaska creators, and I believe in promoting all of them. I watch a lot of them, and I embrace all of them. And the one thing I love about Alaska creators is we all do Alaska differently. So you know, you may watch 10 of us, but none, and we might be all talking about the same things happening, like this snowfall on Halloween, but we all experience it differently. So it's kind of fun. Julie says, have a great time in England. Oh, come on, come back, come back. Come on, Starlink. Oh, we're back. Starlink is, again, slowing us up. Our Alaska winter's brutal. I mean, they might be to you, but we play in the winter, so we really enjoy them. And how's the weather today, Laura asks. And Laura, it's snowing. Woke up to snow and it hasn't stopped. Here's a good reference. Since Monday, that much snow has fell. Pretty crazy. Living Alaska, we don't compete, and with a state this big, it's all different. That is true. You know, because we are 70 minutes in, I'm going to say this here instead at the beginning. Well, obviously I can at the beginning of the video, but yesterday I had a troll on my video that dropped. By the way, if you're new here, we drop every Wednesday a new long format video. But yesterday I had somebody be very rude in comments and say I was a copycat to another channel here. And this other channel, our names are very similar, but I didn't pick my name to copy her name. In fact, when I picked my name, I didn't even know really much of her channel. I've been doing YouTube for 8 years, and my first 7 years of doing YouTube, it was RV related. And I was posting my content on my RV channel, but I wasn't getting any traction because RVers are not interested in full-time living in a house. So I started over in February of this year, and then in March, I actually started posting videos, got us all caught up into real time. And so this follower of this other channel got very nasty with me and was saying she was gonna stick her people on me and that my show sucks and I'm just a copycat. And I'm just like, you know what? Where are we in this world that we have to compare each other? I mean, especially this lady that left that comment obviously has not seen my channel in the past 2 months and known the grief and the drama that I just went through for the past 2 months of losing my mother and dealing with all of that, and how you can't copy someone else's life. You just can't. I mean, even you living Alaska. I mean, living free Alaska, living Alaska. And we're both Alaska Life channels. And it's just asinine to me that someone would be so mean and vindictive because I copied her favorite Alaska YouTuber, which I just don't know what to say. I'm not, this is me, folks. I mean, you're seeing me in my messy office with my messy hair and my messy bun on a snowy Thursday afternoon, and this is just me. I'm not trying to be someone else. I'm not trying to copy them. And I love that you say like I said, we all do Alaska differently. And that's what I love. And that's why I love to watch all the Alaska channels, because we do. We all do it very differently. So, okay, ran over. It's buried so deep in here. I'm okay with that. This Nick guy, are you guys on YouTube? Yes, Nick, we're on YouTube. Maybe he's talking to someone else. That's funny. But yes, living Alaska, we don't compete. And with a state this big, it's all different. Absolutely. Blue butterflies, it's coming to Colorado pretty soon. Winter's coming, guys. Even though East Coast, I know it's gonna switch like a light switch. Could you share any surprise, unusual, negative aspects of living in Alaska that people may not consider? Rose asks that. Well, obviously, you have to deal with the severe weather. Daylight, it affects a lot of people. It doesn't affect me. In fact, I laugh because I'm not a morning person. So I actually get to see sunrises in the winter, which almost all my life, I never saw sunrises because I love to sleep. Darkness, I think definitely that affects people, and they hate it so much they don't stay. How are the dogs doing after the long trip home? They have settled in wonderfully. We're so happy with that. Living Alaska says, we're going to be learning Alaska, and someone goofed in 2018, the same time the HGTV show Living Alaska was up for grabs, so it worked out. Yeah, I'm really shocked Living Free Alaska was available when I grabbed it. And I truly, if you were on earlier, and if you made it this far, you probably were, but we came up here for our freedoms. And because in Washington, things were pretty, you definitely didn't have your freedoms during COVID. And so Living Free Alaska, it truly means a lot to us. I feel, yes, we're the final frontier. It's like the wild, wild west. It's not like the lower 48. And I just don't know how to really explain it well. But for a state, our state has 730-some thousand residents. That is the same amount of people that are from my hometown. So, and we're the largest state in the union. So you think about that, how big the state is, and in all that landmass, there's only 730,000 people. I mean, most people here live in a town of that size or bigger. So it's very different. I love it here. We absolutely love it. Glam says I keep dropping out. Yeah, that's Starlink. Unfortunately, that's just an Alaska thing with our internet. Shannon says, I watch you both and love you both. Thank you. Straight coincidence. We started it while stationed in Georgia when we bought our house, then realized the great living something Alaska, and we shifted channels. Yeah, like I said, I've been YouTubing as an RVer for 8 years, and switching over to Alaska Life content and starting this new channel was huge, and has helped a lot. Okay, Joe Schmo, you're gone. How'd you know? I've lost 40 pounds, thank you, so you're just gonna go bye-bye. Some people. Okay. His messages are gone. Okay. I think I've caught up. The trolls are so bad. Yeah, they are. Anyways, I have sat here and my tea is cold now, but thank you all for joining me tonight. If you haven't joined our channel, please hit the subscribe. We do long form content every Wednesday. And I actually uploaded a short today. I don't normally do shorts, but I'm just expanding my horizons. And I just showed what it's like around the property with this beautiful snowfall. And the doggies make an appearance. So thank you for joining me for this tea time. And I definitely would love to do it again. And just giving me the opportunity to chat and talk with you all. It's been fabulous. And Julie said, thank you, Julie. All right. Rose, if you want, my email is in the description, and you can always ask their questions about moving here or living here. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for letting me ramble and talk to you. It truly has helped me immensely. It's afternoons when I normally would call my mom. And so having you guys there, it means the world to me. And thank you to those that sent a super thanks. I so thank you for that. And we'll see you next time, all right? Love you all. And until next Wednesday, have a great day. Bye-bye.